As November gives way to December, here's a question to consider. What, if anything, would you do to reinvent Christmas? Think about it. If you were king of the world or queen of the universe and you could reinvent anything about Christmas to make it better, to bring about some improvements, what exactly would you do? We're about to find out here from London, Ontario at the City Market on this edition of the Reinvention Chronicles.
I would take away all of the commercialism and try to get back to the simpler part about just caring for one another and exchanging simple gifts out of love for one another instead of the whole running around before Christmas to find more and more gifts. That's what I would do. Make it simpler, family and friends, and music.
I would reinvent Christmas. Well, my number one thing, I think we can both agree on this, is that we would get rid of the big red guy because he creeps a lot of us out. Just, if we're being honest here, he's a little creepy.
I would make Christmas more like Thanksgiving. There would be no gift giving. There would be just people getting together, families and friends and community, getting together and celebrating all the abundance of the earth. That would be it. There would be no gift giving. It would be getting together and just celebrating everyone and who they are.
Well, there's a good figure like Santa Claus that makes people want to do good, but also some people work better with fear. So I would create something like a little evil thing where kids are afraid of that motivates them to do better. So, like, I don't know, if you do bad this Christmas, then you don't get any presents, and then this guy will come and get you. Kind of like the boogeyman, almost, but for Christmas.
As Queen of the Universe, I think I would reinvent Christmas to make it more about sharing and giving to others than necessarily all the spending of money and the crazy shopping days. It's more about spending time with your family and your loved ones, whoever they might be, and enjoying sharing with them.
As I study the issue of thinking about reinventing Christmas, I'm a traditionalist. I believe in the spirit of Christmas. I like the way it is, and in fact, I try and kind of live my everyday life now as I'm getting older, trying to kind of relive my roots and go back home and remember all the memories. So coming here to the market definitely helps with that. And
I guess I would just say that everybody in the world would celebrate Christmas and just instead of who believes in it.
I would allow people to enjoy the religious side of it, but I wouldn't call it Christmas. I would call it Peacedom. And I would make sure that it was an event very similar to what Alanis just said, where gift giving wasn't important, but peace was important. And you know that although it may be a Christian hymn, joy to the world and peace, and that's what I would make it happen that way rather than allowing it to be about the almighty dollar. Even though I work here in retail and Christmas is important, it could be just as important if it was Peacedom.
Emily, let's just say you and Ralph can do anything you want to change Christmas, to reinvent it. What would you do?
I think I like Christmas the way it is, but I'd probably, if I could do anything, I'd give back something to every single family. It's about being together, right?
I think we should probably do more to give to charity and stuff like that, because I know at our school we try and support charities and stuff like that, because there are a lot of people out there who don't really get to have a Christmas like the rest of us. So I think main Christmas should not be about receiving presents, as people always say. It should be more about giving money, giving food, giving presents, and it should be more of a giving holiday than a present holiday.
The biggest thing for Christmas, or about Christmas for me, is love. And I feel like there should be more love in the world. So I would try to make more connections with people, try and introduce myself to other people, and make sure that everyone is loving each other during Christmas.
What would I do to reinvent Christmas? I don't know that I would. It holds some very cherished memories for me. In fact, my husband and I, and most of our children, well, at least 5 of the 9, traveled to England with us to sing at St. Paul's Cathedral, London, England, a number of years ago. And unfortunately, he died 6 hours after we arrived. and he was British, but he got to be back on British soil. So that was special, but it holds very dear memories that was our best Christmas ever, and I wouldn't want to change it for the world.
Make it more inclusive to different people of different faiths and different cultures. It's really based on the Gentile Christmas on the Christian faith, and there are so many different religions and different cultures that celebrate at this time, and it would be nice to because I really don't know a lot about any of the different faiths, so it would be cool that if we could just find a little more about the different faiths and the different religions at this time, and Christmas could be a time of learning about each other.
Nico, if you could reinvent Christmas, what would you do?
I would make everyone see Santa before they give presents, the elves and Santa.
What do you want Santa to bring you this year?
A wallet.
And what would be in that wallet?
Money.
And what would you do with that money, Nico?
I would pay for poor people.